And Gordon and Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play clock winding down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Holding offense.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got time. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
319! Over here.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. And the play clock's running down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. That It's complete to Cobb. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Well, partner, it certainly appears that the fears of the coaching staff came to the front on that one. They were worried all week about the lack of concentration in practice and a lot of drop balls, and we just saw another one there right here in the game.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And after a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you...
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Now the Vikings off. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Throwing is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out come. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Now Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. 319. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Vikings, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin.